Hello again, everybody. This is video 2. This is still Monday, April 25th. Also, today is Rich's birthday, so I'm going to take this time out to say happy birthday, Rich. I love you, and I hope you have many, many, many more birthdays. All right, so what I thought I would do, I'm going to make a sugar-free, or should I say, mostly sugar-free blueberry tart. I've never made a tart before, so this is going to be my first time, and we're going to see how I am not that good at it. But as I've said before, it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to taste good, and I do hope it does turn out good. All right, so I'm going to use a cup of Splenda. You can use Splenda in place of sugar. Of course, this recipe does have the berries, which does have fruit or sugar, cornstarch, that's also a carb, and the pie crust, that's a carb as well. But I figured, you know, a little birthday treat for Rich, and I hope he really likes it. I was going to make a pie, but I decided I'm going to make this tart instead. So, all right. So anyway, what I've got here, I just had some frozen blueberries in the freezer, and I believe this is about 5 cups. I don't know. I just poured the rest of the bag in the bowl, and I'm just going to go with it. If I have extra, that's all right. So I'm going to put the phone down here so you can see how I'm going to put this together. All right, let's get the bowl in the shot. There you go. Here's all the blueberries, okay? So to this, you're going to add the 1 cup of Splenda. And I'm anxious to see how this turns out using Splenda instead of real sugar. It looks like real sugar. I thought I had some blackberries in the freezer, but this bag was turned upside down, or rather, should I say, face down, so I didn't realize they were blueberries, but that's all right. I didn't want them to go to waste. I think it'll turn out pretty good. All right, so here is the 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and it does stick to the little dish there, so you want to stir that up too. Now, I've made pies before, of course, so I guess the addition of the cornstarch just makes sure that any juice that bakes out of the berries isn't going to be something that's really runny and not soupy. Probably need to get a better spoon for this, but it's all right. Okay, and to this, I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, I was surprised. I did look up a tart recipe. It was pretty basic. So I thought, well, I'll just try it. If it turns out it's good, I'm glad. If it turns out it's bad, well, I guess I can take this as a learning opportunity. These berries are still frozen, so it does make them a little bit hard to stir. So the recipe that I found, you know, they were all a little bit different as far as baking times, but I'm going to go with 425 degrees because that's usually what I bake a pie on, about an hour. I don't know that this has to bake an hour, and you know, honestly, I don't know when to tell when the tart is done. Maybe because the crust that you fold over on top of the fruit, maybe when it turns brown, that's when the tart is done. All right, so let's bring the pie crust over here. This is a pre-made pie crust. Well, I've tried to make homemade pie crust before, and it is quite a daunting task because I don't do it a lot. And I want to say I have mad respect for anyone who makes pies and can make a really good pie crust. All right. So Let's pour the berries in there. I don't think I'm going to be able to use all of them. Let's put a little bit more in there, just because. All right. So what I am understanding is you just fold some crust over top. And this is supposed to make it a tart? I don't know. So again, this is not at all pretty, not in the least, but hopefully it's going to turn out pretty good. And if it doesn't, well, that's all right. I'll either perfect my tart making abilities or I'll never do it again. Okay, everybody, I'm going to put this into the oven at 425 for about probably 45 to 50 minutes, about the same amount of time as a pie. And then I will take it out. We'll see what it looks like. I'm not going to try it because this is for Rich, and I'll let him cut a piece of it, and hopefully he'll like it. Okay, this is going to be a two-part video. So what I'll do is turn this one off, upload the first part, and then we're going to upload part 2 after I take it out of the oven so everyone can see what a mess I made or a grand masterpiece. It's going to be one or the other. All right, everybody. So stay tuned for Ed making his first ever tart with store-bought pie crust, Splenda, some cornstarch and some cinnamon, and some frozen blueberries. Okay, everybody. Stay tuned for the blueberry tart. I'm going to stop the video for right now, and I'll see you soon. Take care.